This video is looking at biogeochemical cycles, what each one is, and how these cycles play an integral part in our planet in moving and cycling key nutrients and chemical elements between all different spheres, which includes both geoscience, climate science, ecology, and environmental science. This is the Earth Science Classroom. Our planet is a system. It's classified as an open system because of the exchange of energy and matter between space and our planet and the atmosphere and everything else within the planetary system. So, biogeochemical cycles are a great example of matter being cycled and moved around within a planetary system to aid the existence of life on this planet. So in terms of systems, there are sinks and reservoirs, which are basically the same thing, which means that the matter or energy is going to stay in one place and be stored for a given time or period. And this is called residence time. It could be a very short time in a matter of seconds or minutes, or could be a very long time in terms of hundreds of millions of years, especially when talking about the rocks and rock cycle. Then we have the term flux, which is a word that means the movement between, how things connect, and the transfer of matter or energy between two or more sinks. Now this flux could be in any direction and also have an amount that is associated with how much is moving in that flux between certain reservoirs or sinks. So the system is built upon this movement and storage of matter and energy flowing around in a cycle. And this is how we look at the biogeochemical cycles in regards to sinks, reservoirs, and fluxes to understand how much of each part is staying in one area or one location and for how long, and how it is transferred and moved between sinks and reservoirs. So biogeochemical cycles are fundamental to Earth's biosphere and the circulation and movement and transfer of key chemicals and nutrients between all different spheres of our planet, including the atmosphere, the hydrosphere, the geosphere, the cryosphere, and the anthrosphere, which is the human element. Now, all these combine to create our planet as a system, and these key chemicals and elements are continuously being cycled between each part and component of our planetary system. Now, the amount of nutrients and chemicals and elements within this system is finite to a certain extent. We do have the addition of some elements and chemicals from asteroids and meteorites that come in from space and do make contact and impact with our planet. However, the majority of these biogeochemical cycles are of a finite amount within our planetary system. Now, they can be stored and not able to be retrieved for many years, which is residence time in terms of the rock cycle and carbon, for example, being buried deep in the rock layers, and this would take a long time to cycle. However, you do have this continuous motion of elements and chemicals if you consider a very large time span. Now, these biogeochemical cycles include the following: carbon, water, nitrogen, phosphorus, and sulfur. Now, the first four are the main four. Sulfur is important, but generally the first four are very common. And the water cycle is extremely important because of the connections between all the spheres and the ability to increase the movement of other chemical cycles like the nitrogen cycle and the phosphorus cycle. And it's important to consider the connection and collaboration between both the biotic components of the planet, which is the living organisms, and the abiotic, which is the non-living component, the rocks, the water, the soil, the gas in the atmosphere, how all of these play a role in assisting the cycling of these biogeochemical cycles to combine to form this amazing planetary ecosystem and biosphere. This is the Earth Science Classroom. Thanks for watching the video. If you liked it, please subscribe, like, and share. And if you want more content and videos on earth science, please check out my channel.